Quick disclaimer here, trading is very risky and carries a high level of risk. Anything said here is not a financial advice. Make sure you trade with money you can only afford to lose. Stay safe.
What is going on, guys? This is the voice of TRADEWITHWORLDBANK, and I want to welcome you onto my YouTube channel. If you are new to this channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button, and if you are subscribed, make sure you turn on notifications so you can get notified whenever I drop beautiful content just like this one. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. In today's video, we're going to be looking at where we stopped from last week, and if you want to watch the video of last week before you continue with this, or before you proceed with this, you can watch it. It's gonna pop up in a minute, so make sure you watch it before you come back to this. And on Euro CHF last week, we're looking at this analysis. Remember, I was looking for a buying opportunity here after the movement of this order flow. So these are some ways to analyze well. For example, using order flow. First things first, we have the first break of structure like this. You have the first break of structure, and now it is breaking structure again, right? And still mitigating that same demand zone that's created the demand zone. All right, so that is what we can refer to as order flow. And most of the time, this type of analysis is always 90% or 80% accurate, as you have been seeing in my previous videos, and they always tend to play out more often. Take your demand zone, order flow, take another demand zone, and then you are good to go. Okay, but from what we can see, it didn't play out, it didn't mitigate the demand zone, so we are going to have to delete that demand zone, or probably wait for price to react from the demand zone. But let's see how it goes. And secondly, I was expecting price to tap into that supply zone, hit the supply zone, and sell into this demand zone, which was the major overall target for Euro CHF during the course of the week. But now that the supply zone has got it, let's wait for the demand zone to also get it. Okay, but now some people analyze this way. Okay, now let's see what's going on here, because inside the structure here, like this, inside the same 1 hour structure, we've gotten another beautiful break of structure at this point. Okay, break of structure over there, and yes, you can see what we have, you can see what is going on. Now this is a demand zone that has been created. Well, people always ask me, do I take this type of trades? Do I not take this type of trade? Left to me, I take this type of trades, even though there's liquidity here, because this is what some people always do to miss out good trades. Because most people always say, okay, this is liquidity, and this is liquidity here, and then price tends to, sweep liquidity with this demand zone over here, and then you expect price to not react from this demand zone and just tap into this demand zone and grab liquidity. But most of the time, price does not always grab liquidity. Most of the times, from my experience and whatever, price doesn't grab liquidity. Once there's a demand zone like this, price often reacts from this demand zone and goes away. So from last week analysis, before we dive into today's own, if you took my analysis so seriously, let's say you had 10 pips or 15 pips stop loss, you'd have gotten a target of what, 40 pips. 40 pips take profits with just last week analysis. And so moving to today's analysis right now, we have two demand zones. Okay, now some people always ask, what do I do in this kind of situation? Left to me, I go down to the 5 minutes time frame or 15 minutes time frame, then I'll look for my confirmation entry inside here. But right now, market has closed exactly on our demand zone, and we all know what market does. As markets open, it can create a gap and gap up, or create a gap and go down, you understand? But and it can range. Okay, it can sell, it can buy, it can range, you understand? So what if it buys? If it buys, then you look for your entry over here in the morning during the London session. What if it sells? What if it sells? Then definitely it's grabbing that liquidity, and you look for your entry during London session. What if it ranges? Okay, now if it ranges, it means price is peradventure still on this demand zone during the Asia session, and now you wait for a what? You wait for a break of structure, which is the breakout, and then you wait for what? The mitigation into the demand zone. Okay, so we have three expectations here on Euro CHF just for this entry alone, you understand? Just for this entry. Let me do this one. Yeah, just for this entry alone, you understand? just for this entry alone. Yes, just for this entry alone. Yeah, so we have two sort of entry here. Price might not mitigate on price. Sorry, price might not consolidate, just breakout and you wait for your retest during the London, or price will consolidate on this demand zone and retest during the London, or price might just gap down and give you entry on this extreme demand zone during the London. Okay, that is what we're expecting. And what if price doesn't do that? That means price wants to continue selling off. Then we also love to follow the order, follow the trend, and then we look for more supply zones. As simple as that. So these are my expectations on Euro CHF. These are some proper ways to analyze, because most people always tend to, in the name of liquidity, most people tend to lose winning trades just like this. Not to lose winning trade, but to miss out on winning trade just because of the liquidity over there. Okay, so we have Euro USD here. Euro USD, what is going on Euro USD? My chart has been deleted. Okay, I didn't analyze anything on Euro USD during the course of the week. We only had a mitigation from the news, which was the CPI, as you can see, mitigated, and boom. I think everyone knows this. This is a very common strategy. Once there is news, imbalance, inducements, whatever, break of structure, clean break of structure, then you can wait for the mitigation, price tap into the demand zone. You know, this one is a clean form of trading setup, you understand? So I wouldn't dive deep into that. Sorry about that. Then now price is reacting. We have this liquidity here. Price has created liquidity above, grabbing liquidity. You can see now I'm not using daily time frame for my analysis. I'm not going from daily to 4 hour to 1 hour. That is because I already know the major structure, which is the sell structure into this demand zone, you understand? So there is no really necessarily need to start going to 4 hour, 1 hour and confuse myself, because most people always ask, I'm analyzing on the daily, I'm seeing a bullish, I'm analyzing on the 4 hours, I'm seeing a bearish, I'm analyzing on the 1 hour, I'm seeing a bullish. You understand? And like start to confuse you. But once you stay on one time frame, since you already know the bigger time frame picture and the bigger time frame demand and supply key level zones, you really don't need to stress yourself about the smaller time frame demand and supply. Just follow the trend, what you have. Just follow what you have inside the smaller time frame, which is the 1 hour time frame. Okay, so we have the supply zone here at the extreme. Okay, and then we have another supply zone here. You can see I really don't use Fibonacci because this is the way I analyze. I don't believe market should be that difficult to use Fibonacci, and understand, once I take a trade here, and even if I lose the trade, I should take a trade here and win the trade, and even if I lose the trade, I should get another pair and get a winning trade. You understand? Since I use 5 pips stop loss, this is the beauty of risk management, like I always told you guys. So Euro USD, here's what I'm expecting. Then I'm expecting another sell from this extreme Euro USD supply zone. But for those that love to use Fibonacci, where would I draw the Fibonacci from over here? I really can't say I will draw Fibonacci since this one has not started its buy movement. So I would still use this. Okay, don't let me use that. Let me use this. Yeah, since we are still following this trend. Okay, let me use this. Let's just assume the buyer started, and this is a 0.3, this is a 0.7. So you can see this extreme zone is still very it's still more it's giving me more confirmation now than this other supply zone. But that doesn't mean when I get the confirmation here I wouldn't take any trade. So these are some reasons why people also miss out on high probability trade, because this might also be a high probability trade, but because you've used your Fibonacci and Fibonacci is telling you 71.8 is here, you might want to set your pending orders here and look for entries here. Whereas once you tap into this zone, you might even get more beautiful trade, more beautiful setup, and more beautiful risk to reward than taking a trade over here. You understand? So these are good ways to analyze without stress. Easy. Just set your demand and supply, know where the market is going on the daily time frame, on the bigger time frame, and wait for price to what? Move. This is called patience. Now, moving to the next pair, we have GBP Okay, so what do we have on GBP I think I was following this sell, then I was trying to look for selling opportunities here, but look at what happened here. Definitely I wouldn't be inside this trade because the time of the trade was during the Asia session. You understand? Asia session. Okay, then you can see then started moving to the upside. Then now we have a ranging market now. This is a ranging market. Okay, in the case of ranging market, then we can say let's go to the bigger time frame and see what the market is up to. You understand? Even on the weekly time frame is ranging. Okay, so let's go back to the 1 hour time frame and see some reactions. So left to me, I can take this as a nice supply zone over there. I would love to say this is a demand zone, but I don't like this sort of demand zone. But then this is a low probability demand zone because it didn't break this high. You understand? So the supplies are still active, the sellers are still active. It didn't break this high. You understand? So this is a low probability demand zone. So these are ways to filter out trades. You understand? But then price can react. You understand? Price can react. We never can tell, but I'm expecting sales. Understand? I am expecting sales, so I'm just expecting price to, break out and give us a cleaner supply zone that we can trade off from. Nothing much on GBP CHF. Remember, lastly, we are going to Bitcoin. This is GBP JPY. Okay, so GBP JPY did well from this extreme supply zone over here. Now, what I explained on GBP JPY is the same thing that happened on was it not Euro US that I was explaining? Now you can see this is a supply zone, this is another extreme supply zone. Okay, so during the London session, if price touches here and gives us entry, we would sell, or else we go for the extreme zone. Okay, I think that was what was happening on. Yeah, so that is what is happening here right now. That is exactly what is happening on Euro CHF. That is what has happened on GBP JPY. Okay, so delete that, and this is the entry. You can see beautiful movements again, and just from free YouTube analysis, we had how many pips here? 151 pips minus 50 pips, that plus 50 pips, that is 200 pips. Beautiful 200 pips on just free YouTube analysis. 200 pips in 1 week is more than enough. Okay, so you go to the smaller time frame, look for your entry confirmation, and then you take the trade. You understand? So that is how things are done. Then lastly, we move to Bitcoin. I'm still expecting more sales, but you can see what is happening right now. This was from the last week analysis, last 2 weeks. I'm expecting sales here. Okay, the sales here played out. And yeah, the other sales here didn't play out. Okay, just reacted a little bit. So that means it's not really a major selling point. You understand? And the bulls were active at that point. Is it double top or double bottom? And then since then, price has been selling. So all these technical patterns to also work. See, it's still reacting from this supply zone. Okay, but then we only take supply zone seriously just once. You understand? Though there are sometimes we take them seriously more than once. Something like this, I think I always explain this kind of supply trades to my students, how to take this sort of supply trades and still take it in the future. Yeah, that is exactly what's happened here, but I won't be going deep down into that. Let's focus on our analysis. This didn't play out from last week, so I'm going to delete it. Let me delete everything I have here. So you can see now price is still ranging. Let's go to the daily time frame and see what we have. Okay, I'm still expecting price to sell into these demand zones, or at least 50% of this whole move. Okay, because there is no sign of bullish moves yet. So I'm still anticipating more sales. But then, is this a break of structure? Yes, I can take this as a break of structure, and then I can take this as a demand zone now. Okay, and we can be expecting buys from there. Let's refine the zone well. Trying to refine the zone, go to 4-hour time frame. You would use this yes. Then moving to the 1 hour again, you can still refine because it's still very wide. You might not know where price might react from, probably here or here or even the extreme. So you don't want to be into a trap of taking buys early or taking buys too early and missing out on the whole move. You understand? So let's move to the 1 hour time frame to look for a better demand zone. Okay, you can use the red one. Okay, and use the colored zone. Okay, so now you are still sure that yes, price should, though this zone is still very big, so you can still refine it to the green candle. You can still refine it up to the green candle like that. Yes, up to the green candle like that. Yeah, so this is a better demand zone coming from the daily time frame. Then you can actually wait for uh, reactions or mitigations and so on and so forth. Yeah, that is it. Okay, that is it. So this is what I'm expecting. But this range right now, I really don't like taking supply or demand zones inside this sort of range. You can see it's too sideways for me to draw out a supply zone here. But you can still draw out a supply zone from this extreme. Let me delete this. Yeah, so from this extreme zone you can take out supply zone and refine it again. So refining, go to 30 minutes time frame. You can see, go to 30 minutes time frame, use the smallest candle so you can at least pinpoint an exact location for the sell to occur. You understand? Left to me, this is still too wide. You understand? So you can use the 50% of the area like this. So when you want to use 50% of the area, that means you are going to use the whole candle. That is the longest point. You can see now that is 50% of the area. Then you can delete whatever you want to delete. And this is a nice supply zone right now. Right now I use two methods. Just in this video I've used two methods to refine. First of all, I use the candle style, and second I use 50%, which is very, very nice. So these are correct and accurate ways to analyze, instead of confusing yourself with lots and lots of indicators, RSIs, even while trading SMC, or jumping or filling your chart with Fibonacci, all these SMC indicators, which are necessarily not necessary. Okay, I think that will be all for now, guys. If you are new to this channel, make sure you smash that subscribe button. Also, there's a promo going on, make sure you hop on. Link in the Telegram description, also link in this video description. Catch you guys in the next one. Peace.